Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. So first things first, we have a bunch of bowls to be sold. It's a fairly good price. It's not all of them, because there is a pallet that's like stuck. It's stuck inside partially into the building or in the ground there. I've tried ramming it, I've tried to use super strength, it's not coming up, so my hope is that eventually, way from now, when we sell the building, we can then actually take the pallet then. Honestly, we've been doing bowls a lot. We could switch it up. We almost had a full one. Yeah, I think it's 1,000 liters per, so maybe once we get a full pallet, I'll switch it up to something else. Alright, back here at the store. So this will be sold at the co-op. Right now it shows 50,000. It'll probably end up being around there, just because we gotta figure the almost 2 pallets that are, can't be sold this time around. 45,000. And I did do some groundwork at the sheep pen. Can I turn this through here? Barely. So we'll have to take some money for that. I have not taken any yet. We can head on back. I was gonna sell the one water tanker and buy a new one. So when I'm down there, we can kind of check it out a little bit. Outside of that, we do have... I'm trying to think here. 1 harvest, 1 field to spray, and 1 to plant. Alright, yeah, you can see got a nice path all the way around. Been flattened here. Got a path down to that road. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Now the rest of the sheep won't be moving today. Probably next month, I'm hoping. I think I might have left a bale inside the barn or something, because they were full food pretty early on again. I think they were full food. They were higher than what I remember them at least. 2,000 liters. So it'll be a little bit. I did fill up their water for now though, so should keep them going for at least a little while. Alright, there's 1,000. That's probably about right. We did a good amount of work here, so a lot of it was only just texturing though, and not that much landscaping outside that far side to get the hill kind of somewhat even, looking nice for, well, the hill, the entrance into there from the hill. Alright, so we'll have to buy the new one. It'll probably be the TARDIS one I talked about last time. It's kind of a great deal, honestly. It's like $5 grand, 20,000 liter capacity. You can't really beat it. You can see this is not worth that much, which is fair. It's not the highest end thing. Alright, so yeah, 20,000 liters for $5 grand. We'll keep the colors too. I've used it in what feels like most series at this point. It's quite a good tanker, especially for the price. And it comes in a pack with other stuff too, so trailers, and I think it might be a combine, honestly. Alright, so I think I can get this filled up down here, honestly. Should be deep enough at least. Again, nice. So I don't have to keep driving way over there. That'll be nice. It'll save a lot of time. A lot of time. There are still some roads to be made in here, obviously. I kind of wish I could do one along this side. Connect this together, but I don't know how that would work. We'd have to make this field smaller. I don't really want to do that, so... It's backed up in here. I won't fill them all the way. I'll just get this put in there for now. Leave them quite a good range. It's probably 50,000 liters for water. That's what it looks like. Well, I think first things first, we can get the one field sprayed for weeds. Then we can worry about harvesting and planting that one right here. Alright, so easiest thing can be done first, and that'll be spraying. You know, the harvesting and planting doesn't take too long either. Yeah, so this will take about 2 strips, I think, 2 swipes. It's not too much, I know that, but it was important that we got this done this month. It might have crop destruction next, so to avoid and continue to avoid buying narrows, this is what we're doing. I know at some point I'm gonna have to buy them though. I just know I'm gonna forget, or we'll have multiple things going on and we'll have to do a harvest because, you know, that crop's price is high that month, and I'll end up forgetting to do a spraying for once. So far so good though. But yeah, it's only this field. Yeah, 'cause that one is... Those 2 smaller ones are still probably 2 months off, so from being ready. They might need more lime too. I know a lot of our fields seem to need it right around the same time. So it's possible it's in need for the next time. Alright, so we can get this parked probably here for now. Then we can hop over to the combine. Get that brought over here. We can do the harvest first. We can take a look at the pH a little better then. See how it is after the harvest, if we'll need it. Right now it's still at an okay state, so it doesn't need it right now, but it may need it afterwards. Honestly, planting doesn't take very long. And if we play our cards right, we could get this aligned if need be, and then plant both fields. And right one after the other. Let's see, the yield map looks to be about the same. I'm not seeing any drastic changes, at least, which is good to see. It's always what you prefer to see, is your yield staying around the same at least. Yeah, we still have the clothing factory to go into there somewhere, probably over there. Which won't be done right away just because it's not a huge priority. At some point I would want to do a larger chicken pen. Like I've said before, chickens are one of the easiest and probably most profitable animals you can do. You give them food, and they make eggs. That is a great trade. Not nearly as much work as obviously like cows. Doing the total mix is a little bit more involved in that. A bit more cost to do it all. You make good money though, but not sure if I can fit all that in here, but granted, I think a bigger chicken pen wouldn't be that much. I think we got 150 right now, so if we went 300 and something, might not be a huge pen. Well, I was gonna check if that one production's made. It has made a bowl, so we'll do pepper grinders next. Move down the list. Keep moving down the list until everything is done. I know I talked about extending the grass field. That is still in play. I'm just kind of waiting on the first time I mow it to see how many bales it's going to produce. I'm assuming we're going to need a decent amount to do 200 plus sheep, so I may do it regardless eventually, but it's not a top priority unless we need it. Obviously for food reasons for sheep. The last thing we want is for them to run out of food and we'll have to buy bales. I'd probably do one more lap around this whole thing before I gotta unload. Well, I think I'll probably go ahead and start up a time lapse for this, so we should be able to finish this field in no time really. But anyways, I will talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, on the last strip for the soybean harvest here. Perfect width again, which is nice. Nice when it's not slightly too wide or anything. You gotta take another strip. But this field doesn't take too long really to do anymore. Obviously, none of them really do with the larger combine. We'll get this unloaded, then I'll have to check the pH. It still shows it's okay. Where's loam? There should be a piece of loam in here somewhere. Yeah, loam is bad. So we'll have to put some lime down. I just remember from one of these other fields, the sandy loam, I think it was, or one of the two, was fine, but then was it loamy sand? I don't remember. Was fine, and then the loam was not. So we got to check the whole thing just in case. I'll just put this here for now. So we ended up with 23,000 liters of soybeans. So not too bad, really. Good $75,000. Probably more. I think it's almost $4,000, is it? For soybeans per 1,000? Probably more than that. Probably almost 100. It's probably like 90-some thousand. But we can grab the lime spreader after this. If I remember correctly from one of these, it doesn't take too long. We had to refill it once in that other bigger field. Alright, let's take a look-see. So, soybeans, 92,000 max price. Yeah, it is about $4,000. These seem to always be at such a good price for some reason. I don't know. Eggs are next month? Yeah, November. They should be slightly higher than what they are now. Now, I am considering for that piece, normally I've always mowed it. Anytime I open a new piece of land, I usually mow it first. If you've been here for the first survival challenge, you probably would know I generally almost always do it. I am heavily considering not for that. I just know we have, like, all of these fields. We have enough of things going on that we almost need to get that field in and done. We're gonna have fields constantly being ready. I just don't want to run into issues where we have everything ready because we've been putting so much effort into getting that field mowed. I just don't know how much money it would be. Last time it was a lot. We also mowed a very large portion. And we got lucky with a high demand. It's almost double. So, logically thinking, I'm thinking it's going to be 50, 60,000, which, yes, that is a lot of money, and I would very much like that money, but we're able to put more effort into getting the fields done right away. We might be able to make that up right away. And considering the 3 months it would take, generally like 3-4 months, honestly, to get that whole thing mowed and baled, wrapped, we could dang near have a field of sorghum done, or soybeans done. I don't think we're in a scenario right now where we are desperate for money. We have a lot of things going on. And I don't think, $75,000 would be that big of a bump compared to just doing fields. And that is done. I'll have to get this filled up again. If I can show everyone the area that would be this area here. It is a large chunk. It is quite a large chunk. It's smaller than what this was, because I think I mowed like this whole area in here. It was a lot. This is probably half. Maybe not quite half. Probably a little bit more than half. So, I'm hoping it's good soil at least. That is what I'm hoping for, and maybe we can put soybeans in it right away and be done. Obviously the 4 or 5 months thing is like, that's do the mowing. That's not including opening the field up, which I'll probably look at some plows, see if there's anything I'd want to buy. Oh, trying to fit in here because I don't want to pull out the sprayer. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't really looked at plows. How big is our current one? 4 meters. I feel like that could be bigger. I don't remember, but I think that one could be made bigger. Yes, it can go up to 5.2. A little bit bigger. Maybe one of these. 300 horse. Oh, I could pull the 6 meter. Would be a little bit bigger. Not a huge difference. This is 6 meters. Wow. How much is this one worth? Not a lot. It's also heavily damaged still. I don't think I ever fixed it. Shocking, I know. I didn't fix the used thing I bought. So I'm talking like half a meter. It's a huge difference. The one is a 12 mile an hour one though, 6 meter. Although if I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy the one that could go up to the 9 meter width. I might run some tests too to see if this tractor could pull the 9 meter. I'll just go in a separate save and just see if it would. In theory it shouldn't, but if I remember correctly, for that plow it's not as hard to pull it as you think. I think there's a couple of plows like that where it says 200 horse, but you can do it with 100. Obviously uphill maybe you struggle some, but it's like probably 2 more strips is my guess. Maybe, yeah, maybe one. Looks a little wide though. Then we can go and grab the planter. Not sure how we're doing for seeds on that, honestly. We might need more. Oh, it is one. Probably except for the ends. Although it shows on the map here that it did get that small piece. Sometimes even when the texture doesn't change, it still gets the lime. And this one you can tell there's a small little dot there. I did not get it. Not sure how we're doing for seeds. Is it showing here? 7,000 liters of seeds, so we should be fine. Should be fine. Get it filled up. Obviously this field here, basically strictly soybeans, kind of just what it's doing all the time. This one we can mix it up every once in a while. We just did sorghum in it. I don't know if we do sorghum again. It would be ready after the high price. Could do oats, but again, that would be ready after the high price. I might do canola. I have a pretty good idea how much the canola oil's worth now. I'm kind of curious how much just by itself is. I think it's 75,000 we're getting for the canola oil. Just kind of curious if it's going to be, yeah, about 75,000. I'm pretty sure this is all of it. So, not sure if it's going to be worth or not. We probably don't need any more liquid fertilizer in here, but I'll top it off anyways. Yeah, finally get one emptied. No. There's 4 there, and I think they're all 4 partials. There's only was like 2 partials at one point. I always like to take from the one that's the most full, though, it seems. Right, that is full as well. Looks like seed rate is not too bad. Obviously, a lot of this is the clay and stuff. High demand at animal feeding. What would that be? Maybe straw? I say that because we have straw to sell. But I don't know if... I never seen the luck out and get straw out of that, though. It's usually silage or hay, grass, anything but the thing I have usually. The way it seems, at least. Can take a gander, though. It's not the straw. Not the straw. I was going to check if this is outdated at all. No. Got to check. We're up to 100 now, it shows. Nice. I know it's 100 because it doesn't say. Well, I think I'll probably go ahead and do a time lapse. We'll finish up planting this field as well as that one. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, on the last thing of planting here. And it lines up perfectly for the width. Again, which is nice. You don't have to go and pick up the little small pieces that are, you know, bound to be somewhere in the field. But yeah, I think that is about everything for today. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.